It's kind of funny because you can see on this side my little snack area. I'm a late night snacker. So, but I don't eat the whole bag. I just have like a few little things. Uh, to make the long story short, we called the number and they were out, I think, except for one, and we want a boy dog. So we've decided we're getting another dog, puppy, you know, to adulthood, kind of have that experience. But they didn't have any of the kind of puppies that we wanted. And then I always go back to I want another Yorkie. Because I just love that breed and I mean, we miss being terribly. Um, but it's such a joyful experience, as I'm sure you pet owners know, to have a little animal there, to greet you and love on you if you've had a hard day, or just be in the house. It brings a lot more life to the house, I think. So we are officially looking for a Yorkie puppy. So that's the news. That's pretty cool. In other news, we have Mistake coming out. It's in 2 days, actually Friday. So I'm really excited about that. Mistake is it's a different song than we've released yet. It's probably the most different type of song. It kind of has that 90s country feel with the Martina McBride vibe, and some great songwriters on this one. And they just knocked it out of the park in the studio. So I'm really excited. It's actually a song, I don't want to give too much away, but it's about choices that we make and how sometimes you think that, the choice you make is the wrong choice, but sometimes to find our way, we make a mistake. And as long as we learn from it, everything usually turns out okay. So it's a pretty powerful song. So I'm excited to share that with you guys this Friday. And then we did a little video for those of you that have been following along. Um, we went on site to, I think it's like a 350-year-old church that has a really rich history. Um, it was part of the Underground Railroad, and then it was also, because there's tunnels underneath this church, and it was part of the Underground Railroad, and then it was also part of moving slaves, saving them during that time. So it's got a lot of rich history, but just being on the property, we took a few different shots. It was just beautiful church, beautiful grounds. So hopefully that'll translate to the video. And that comes out next Friday, the 28th. The other really big thing that we're doing is we're starting to write our own songs. We had the opportunity, thankfully, to work with Clay, who is, my publicist slash manager. He does a lot of things for us, but he worked for Reba McEntire for many years, and we've had the fortune to be able to work with him and to pick the songs that are on these CDs from Reba's publishing house. So all of the songs that are on Heartbeat of a Small Town and Beach, 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 the albums are from Reba's. These are songs that were written specifically for Reba. Either she didn't cut them, or just wasn't her style or whatever. But those are the songs that we're doing, and now we're working with those songwriters to do Suzy Nash originals, which super excited about that. It's songwriting is not for the weak of heart, let me tell you. But I've been writing, and it's an art, so it's going to take a while to hone my skills, probably the rest of my life. But that's kind of fun. We're working on that. And I've been talking with, different ladies and talking about aging. I mean, I'm going to be 55 this year, and, my body's changing, my hair's thinning, I'm gaining weight, and it's a lot sometimes, and I get down on myself sometimes. And I was just wondering what do you do when you start getting down on yourselves? You look online and you see somebody that's like perfectly fit, and you're like, man, pass the Doritos, you know. At least that's what I do. But it's hard sometimes, and especially when you get in the comparison game. So I just wanted to encourage all of us to not compare ourselves, and it's hard. Um, but just to, you know, you're one in a million. You're one in a billion. Nobody else is like you, and just be more of you. And that's what I try to do, you know, on a daily basis, is to be more of myself, because I know there's nobody else like me. And I just have to keep telling myself that I was fearfully and wonderfully made, and so were you. Um, Lastly, I want to invite you guys to my Pinterest page. If you like Pinterest, or if you've never seen Pinterest, it is the coolest thing. And if you just go to pinterest.com, suzynashmusic, I have all sorts of things from, um, you know, wedding ideas to building a dream house to style, you know, like size, you know, plus size clothing, which is, you know, I'm in a size, I think 16, 18 now, more 18, 20, but that's where I really feel comfortable. Um, so it's really fun. We can share ideas, and I'm such a visual person that I love to see it. So it's a great place to share ideas. If you don't know about Pinterest, head on over to Pinterest. It's a great creative tool. But that's pretty much all I have today. I don't know if you guys have any questions for me. You can leave them in the comments below. And, you know, I appreciate all of your support. I'm still learning how all this social media stuff works. So I'll be spending more time. I spend a lot of my time, you know, learning how to edit videos and how to create videos and create content and things like that, because this is my full-time job. Appreciate your support. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.